Listen, man, I understand. Ohio State was a fringe team. We all get that as Buckeye fans. We understand we made a late run in a late spurt, got some quality wins, had some quality wins early in the season, and it wasn't enough. But for Michigan State to get the bid over us, we just beat them. We just beat them in their place. And we have one more victory than they do. Make it make sense. That's some bull crap. Just because Izzo is the almighty god of the NCAA tournament doesn't mean he should get favorable treatment just so they can keep their precious little streak alive. It's bull crap and it pisses me off, man. I admit maybe I'm overreacting just a little bit. I get that. I understand Ohio State had a pretty crappy season overall, but they got to 20 wins. 20 wins usually gets you in the NCAA tournament. 19 wins should never get you into the tournament, in my humble opinion. And yes, I'm a little too heated about a team that did not play well for the majority of the season. I get that. I understand that. But I'm a passionate fan, man. I'm not going to hold back. This is my raw emotion of what just happened. I'm not that mad that Ohio State missed out on the tournament. I expected it. I went down and watched the selection show and expected them to miss the tournament. I fully did. But for them to get a stolen bid from Michigan State, an completely undeserving team, that's why I'm upset right now. Switching topics up a little bit, Jake Diebler just got named the official head coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes University basketball program. He took over, and we all know he went 6-2, had a chance to win the second game in the Big Ten tournament, but couldn't quite capitalize. Beat Purdue. Really changed the trajectory of the program, and I'm really excited about Jake taking over. Now, I had another option in mind. I kind of personally wanted Dusty May a little bit. I did. He took Florida Atlantic to the Final Four last year, got them to another tournament bid this year, as a season after he lost most of his players. They went 24-7 this season. He's a good coach. Dusty May is someone who I was considering as my top priority for the Buckeyes if Jake Diebler didn't impress in the interviews. But the fact of the matter is, Jake Diebler did impress in the interviews. He did impress in his short stint as the Buckeyes head coach. He's never been a head coach, though. Can he keep the recruiting going? Now, here's the thing. It's just an 8-game, testing period for him, and he went 6-2. That's great. He completely turned the year around. A month and a half ago, we weren't talking about the NCAA tournament because it wasn't a possibility. Jake Diebler is the one who made this potential run at an NCAA tournament berth a reality. I wouldn't have watched the show had Chris Holtmann still been the head coach, because we would have had 14 wins. So hats off and respect to Jake Diebler for getting the Buckeyes in the position that they were in today. The entire team comes back. We expect a great run in the NIT tournament. I expect this to be a beneficial tournament berth for them. That's one thing I do want to point out, though. We wouldn't have won too many games in the NCAA tournament. We have a chance to win a lot of games in the NIT tournament. And we have a chance to get to Madison Square Garden. So I'm not overall super pissed. But I am a little pissed that the bid got stolen. But we have a much better chance of making a run in the NIT than we did ever in the NCAA tournament. So I want to welcome Jake. I want to thank him what he's done for the last 6 weeks or so since Chris Holtmann was fired. I think he's done a tremendous job, and I think he will do a tremendous job. The question is, I know he's going to keep the staff together, but will he be able to recruit to a level that's going to elevate Ohio State past what they've been the past 5 years? We had a decent run 6 years ago under Chris Holtmann's tutelage in his first year with Keita Bates-Diop and crew. But we want some deep NCAA tournament bursts. Holtmann never let us past the second round of the NCAA tournament. We want some Final Fours. We want some Elite Eight appearances with Jake Diebler. And that's what we're expecting as Buckeye Nation. We don't expect national titles. We do expect some Big Ten titles every once in a while. Every 3 to 4 or 5 years. Yes, absolutely we do. So that's what we expect from Jake Diebler. Let me know your thoughts down below. Was Jake the right choice? Should have been Dusty May. Should have been NATO. Should have been somebody else. McDermott. Creighton made a 3 seed in this year's NCAA tournament, so respect to them. But let me know what you guys think.